your champion.
Our journey
continues, and this stop brings us back to the heritage city of Vigan. Get ready for more sights, more sounds, and more volleyball. From its timeless charm to its passionate fans, Vigan never disappoints. We're back and we're ready to put on a show. This is the PVL on Tour 2026 Showdown. Viva Vigan!
We started in Vigan City, Isabela, made our way to Batangas City, and for our third stop, we arrive in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur, a place of delicious food, historical sites, and amazing volleyball fans ready to watch KKD and the PLDT High Speed Hitters as they take on Caitlin Viray and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, a team looking to bounce back after losing their previous one. That is our game today, our second one, as earlier today, Next led winning versus the Capital One Solar Spikers in 3 sets. So excited for this game, first game of PLDT, and they will take on Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Once again, my name is Jaime Escalon, covering this game with Paneng Mercado de Konig Swarter. And we'd like to thank you for watching us on the Pilipinas Live app, One Sports and One Sports on the YouTube channel. Paneng, well, 3 stops. Marami pa tayong pupuntahan pero nakaka-excite talaga tong O-Tour sa PVL.
That's right. And like what you mentioned, this is only the third leg for this on-tour. And ang dami na natin nakitang magagandang laro, extended sets, and of course, high-intensity volleyball.
Now we see Maddie Madayag. She did not play in their last game for Choco Mucho, but they were led by Des Cheng with 10 points and Caitlin Viray with 12 points. As for PLDT, they will be playing their first game here on tour, and that was the first stop nga sa Vigan City. Well, we'll see if PLDT can grab their first win here, but they're looking complete. They look like they have a complete squad. After this, meron naman tayo sa Batangas City noon, Galleries defeating Farm Fresh in 3-1, and like I mentioned, Choco Mucho, they did lose to Zeus Coffee in 3 sets, so you know they want to bounce back here in today's game.
Well, definitely. And after that straight set loss, isa lang talaga ang goal nitong Choco Mucho is makabawi and magpakita ng magandang laro coming to this game against the High Speed Hitters, which in fact is their first game for this on tour.
Let's talk about the PLDT High Speed Hitters, Paneng, and we cannot talk about Savvy Davison. I mean, third in scoring. That is what you expect in a player as good as Savvy Davison.
That's right. And actually, she is the go-to player for the high-speed hitters for a lot of conferences already. And she is one of the leading scorers for their squad, like what you mentioned. Number 3 in scoring. And she led the team in their first ever bronze medal finish. But for this on tour, you know, it's not just all Savvy Davison. She also has a lot of support for her, from her squad. But also not just in the front row. Savvy Davison is very reliable whenever she's in the back row with a good floor defense and good first balls. And also, one of the leading scorers also for their squad is Kim Kianna Dy,
who is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. So let's see if she could get that birthday win. But definitely Paneng coming off one of her best tournaments here in the PVL and fully recovered from that injury.
And we know na once healthy itong si Kim Kianna Dy, talaga unstoppable siya whenever she plays for the High Speed Hitters. She's one of the go-to girls, especially on the opposite side. She's very good in blocking as well. And yung net defense niya is on point. That's why Kim Kianna Dy is one of the go-to girls for their squad.
I mean, after the conference she had in the All-Filipino, you're just excited and what else KKD could bring for PLDT for the rest of the year. But now let's pivot the conversation to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Yes, they are raring to bounce back, but one player, it feels like every game, parang last game niya na kung paano siya naglalaro. And that is Tang Ponce, your 4-time best libero here in the PVL.
And during their first game against Zeus Coffee, she was able to tally 19 digs and 16 reception during that game. That's 76% reception efficiency. And like what we continue mentioning, no, itong si Tang Ponce talaga, very steady on the floor defense, and kahit na ang daming firepower ng opponents nila, she's steady on the floor with her digs and also giving good first balls to their setters. Kaya naman they were able to execute their plays. And of course, Tang Ponce is one of the leaders as well for their squad. So coming to this game, for sure, gustong-gusto nilang bumawi, and she will start it off with good first balls.
And hopefully to get those second balls well is Tin Obaldo, 2026 PVL draft pick. She was the 3rd overall pick. So with Kianna Dy departing from Choco Mucho, we're waiting to see how Tin Obaldo could be integrated here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
But this is just only their second game, no? So we will see more from Tin Obaldo to connect with her spikers on how to set up her spikers and para mapakita pa nila yung strength nila on the offense. So we'll see how she will be able to distribute all of those sets and activate her attackers as early as the first point.
And that is what you like about the PVL on tour, because it is all to play, so you get to see the different players like Tin Obaldo get their reps in, get their chances to shine here, especially in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. All right, later on we will be joined by Jana Ejido, who is having too much fun in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. Let's see if she could share some stories about the players and her experiences maybe here in Vigan City. But we'll take a short break, and this has been the 2026 PVL on tour. We'll be right back.
The action continues right here at the PVL on tour as the heart of volleyball continues to entertain the Vigaños. And now I have with me Aliyah Malaluan from the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Aliyah, I just want to ask, it's been a long off-season for the team. How have you been preparing, especially as the team prepares to defend the on-tour title?
Kami PLDT naman, we take it day by day, and especially we always try to be patient kasi ang tagal nung preparation namin, ang tagal namin bago nag-game. And thankfully, we're playing now. And hi to all Vigan people here!
And Aliyah, I'm sure the crowd is very excited, but you're also excited because the team welcomed so many rookies during the break. How has this bond grown in the off-season?
Siyempre at first, nagkakahiyaan pa. Siyempre, mga tahimik sila. But as the day passes by, nakikita namin yung kulit nila and sobrang gaan nila kasama. Kaya we're really thankful that they're part of our team. Kaya yan.
Thank you very much, Aliyah. We can't wait to see you in action later on. And I was also able to speak to Catherada of the PLDT High Speed Hitters, and she shared that PVL on tour will always be a special tournament for the team. She perfectly recalls winning PLDT's first championship just last year, a feat, she says, that was won by so much hard work. Besides meeting fans from across the country, Kat carries such fond memories of this tournament. She adds that she's also excited because it feels like a blank state after the break, telling me coming in not only with fresh legs but also with a fresh mind. So as PLDT kicks off their on-tour campaign, let's hear more from one of the team's veterans, Miga Reyes.
Super enjoy naman, though umuulan lang din talaga. Kaya ngayon, nag-bonding lang kami teammates and nakapag-weights na rin kami, nakapag-training na rin kami, and hopefully magkaroon pa rin kami ulit ng time para makapag-ikot dito. Especially sa Cali Crisologo daw, maganda daw doon. Sobrang init talaga ng pagtanggap ng mga tao, especially sa mga provinces na pinupuntahan natin sa PVL on tour. Last night, yung meet and greet namin, nakita namin yung smiles, yung tuwang-tuwa yung mga fans na nandito. Kasi kahit sobrang tagal na pag-aantay nila at mahaba yung biyahe na napagdaanan namin, sobrang worth it talaga yung pagpunta namin dito. And we're very lucky sa mga supporters namin dito. Hello po sa mga taga-Vigan. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta sa Team PLDT at sa PVL. And sana po mag-enjoy kayo sa panonood ng laro namin. And sana po makabalik ulit kami dito.
Now we can tell that a lot of players are truly looking forward to playing for this crowd right here in Vigan City. And now let's switch things over because I am here with the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, one of their newest, Jewel Encarnacion. Jewel, Choco Mucho's here in Vigan. May mga message ka ba on behalf of the team for our crowd here tonight?
Hello to everyone here today. Thank you so much for coming. Alam ko po yung effort na binigay nyo para makapanood dito. And I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you very much, Jewel. We can't wait to see you play later onwards. And now I also had a conversation with one of the latest additions to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in Tin Ubaldo. Tin, the third draft pick in the PVL draft this year, just had her first game against Zeus Coffee, and she said that she was quite nervous during her first appearance, but she's regained that confidence today with the help of her teammates. After learning she landed in Choco Mucho during draft night, it took Tin more than a week before she met the team. She said it took some adjustment, learning Coach Dante's system, and the understanding it takes to be mature as she becomes a pro. Tin takes this experience one opportunity at a time, making sure she learns with each game. Well, another veteran also shares how Choco Mucho has been viewing this on-tour experience. Here's Maddie Madayan.
So far for the 2 days that we've stayed here, nagkaroon kami ng game while we were on the bus. We played charades and it was super funny. Tawa lang kami ng tawa. So yung mga naghuhula yung funny kasi ang dami nilang ginagawang kababalaghan. Well, it's Choco Mucho's first time here in Vigan. A very long drive going here but I think it's worth it kasi pagdating namin, the Viganios were very welcoming. We're very happy to have experienced the Viganio coach. Hello, Viganios! Maraming salamat sa pagdayo. We are very happy to experience the Viganio crowd and we hope to be back soon.
The atmosphere is through the roof here in Vigan. And of course, for our fans watching over on the Pilipinas Live app, we are asking which team will leave Vigan victorious? Will it be the Choco Mucho Flying Titans or the PLDT High Speed Hitters? Feel free to take your pick over on the Pilipinas Live app. One more game before we wrap up the festivities here in Vigan. Trust these teams to deliver quite the showdown. Choco Mucho and PLDT when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Chavit Coliseum in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur, as the 2026 PVL On Tour continues. We're about to witness match number 8 of the tournament, the matchup between the defending champions, PLDT High Speed Hitters, and their opponents, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Introducing the 2 national referees officiating this match. Our first referee, Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Ryan Vincent Corpus. Let's now meet the starters. First, for the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Middle blocker number 3, Mika Reyes. Outside spiker number 6, Savvy Davison. Setter number 9, Kim Fajardo. Middle blocker number 10, Majoy Paron. Opposite hitter number 11, Kim Kianna Dy. And outside hitter number 19, Jovi Prado. Starting libero and team captain number 8, Kat Arado. The head coach for PLDT is Ralph Recaport. And now the starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Middle blocker number 7, team captain Maddie Matayan. Outside spiker number 1, Isa Molde. Setter number 9, Alina Picar. Middle blocker number 17, Lorraine Pecaña. Outside spiker number 22, Jewel Encarnacion. And opposite hitter number 24, Caitlin Viray. Starting libero number 16, Tang Ponce. The head coach for Choco Mucho is Dante Alinsuri. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Sport.
All right, let's look at the starters for the PLDT High Speed Hitters. They are playing the first game here in the 2026 PVL on tour. And if you really think about it, Paneng, it's their usual starters from that last conference. So they're going full force here, led by, of course, Savvy Davison, who was number 3 in scoring in the All-Filipino Conference. And their star libero in Catarado and a tall front line. As for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, similar starters, except Maddie Madayag, who was not there in their first game, but she will be here in Vigan City. As we are underway, and who else will start it off? It's her birthday weekend after all, Paneng.
That's right. It's her birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? So, first point will go for the high-speed hitters, courtesy of that opposite hit of Kim Kianna Dy. So we will expect more of this from KKD, especially that this is the core lineup of the high-speed hitters.
And if you remember last year, dito talaga nila nakuha yung confidence sa 2025 PVL on tour, talking about PLDT. Savvy Davison. So right on cue, yung pinag-usapan natin na first 2 players sa PLDT, they will score the first 2 points here.
Well, of course, they're the top 2 scorers for the high-speed hitters. But after that open hit of Savvy Davison using the hands of the blockers, hindi ganun ka-okay yung support on the floor of the Flying Titans.
Back set, Viray played really well last game. And you could tell she has her confidence.
She's the leading scorer. Talking about Caitlin Viray during their first game against Zeus Coffee, she scored 12 points.
Gaff going middle. Encarnacion was right there. A high bump set from the back, easily picked up by Jovi Prado. Davison on the attack, and that is automatic.
On top of the blockers. Take a look at that high set from Kim Fajardo. Savvy Davison targeting zone 6.
Good start for PLDT. And it is their first time here in Vigan. Enjoying. Pecaña will try. That goes long.
No block touch.
Of course, here's PVL on tour. Once again, all to play, Paneng. So, opportunities all around for those in the lineup. Bicar. That's a picked up by Davison, but it will go out of bounds. Second leading scorer in that last game, Isa Molde. Or third, rather. Very nice to see Isa getting minutes here in on tour as well.
She started as the open hitter for the Flying Titans during that game against Zeus Coffee.
And that will sail wide for Davison.
Tough angle for her. It was not a good second ball. Because of these errors, they only have 1 point advantage for the start of this set.
As Kianna now serving 3, serving 4. Calf, the reach by Mika Reyes. The dump down by Reyes on the second try.
It was an over ball straight to Mika Reyes, so why not go for that drop ball?
Two-point lead. Parang madaming fans dito si KKD when she's serving here.
You could hear the fans.
Good block by Mika. Now they go to Veray. Although Caitlin will send it outside.
There was no block touch, but the coaches will challenge that last call with a block touch challenge card.
So we get the quick challenge. First one here for this match. Earlier today, Nexled defeated Capital One in 3 sets. As we take a look, a lot of new looks for both teams. Kakatapos nga lang ng draft for Choco Mucho, si Jewel Encarnacion coming from the Signal Super Spikers. So no block touch.
A successful challenge for the Flying Titans, leaving them with only 1 challenge card left for the rest of the set. So the point will stay with the High Speed Hitters.
Alina sending it to Molde. She loves that move. Won't work. Davison will try. And what a spot she found.
That was a sharp angle from her. But we know that yun yung mga favorite angles, yung mga cross-court. Ang daming daan, sharp cross-court or long ball.
Yung mga mahirap na angle, yun yung mga gusto niya paning.
And alam niya paano niya iiwasan yung mga blockers.
So a 4-point lead opened up by PLDT. Vicar, a back set. That's Prado from the back row. Picked up by Encarnacion. Veray, 1 blocker to beat. Arado says, I'm right here. Alina will try the back row, and that is sent back by Mika Reyes.
I think her contact was also too low. Mika Reyes was there ready for the single block.
And that is our first technical timeout. 5-point lead for PLDT.
The PLDT High Speed Hitters are off to a strong start here in this matchup in Vigan against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And PLDT has been fielding much of their core in this match. Kat Arado tells me why this works best. She says chemistry is hard to build, and PLDT's core players were bonded through so much heartbreaks, lows, and tough times. Kat also enjoys the time they have together being injury-free. She's long prayed for when no one in PLDT is battling injuries. Now that the time has come, the team is not wasting any time fielding in their veterans whenever they can. Jaime and Paneng, what do you think will be key in PLDT's on-tour title defense this time around?
Well, right now they're up by 5. What key here for PLDT? Exactly what Kat Arada says, the more games that they're able to play, the more repetitions. But the fact that they acknowledge that they still have a lot to work on despite the championships that they won speaks volumes of where PLDT wants to be for the rest of the year, Paneng.
I agree. And also during the off-season, it looks less like a core overhaul with all of their additions, but more like adding depth around an already successful core of these veteran players.
So yung kasabihan nga, malayo na pero malayo pa. Yung gusto ni Kat Arado. Alright, a point there for Choco Mucho. As Caitlin Veray scoring her second point here in set number 1. 4 serving 8 now. Calf. They go for Mika Reyes. It is a point for Mika.
I think the difference now between these two teams is that Kim Fajardo is really distributing her sets well. Mapa middle man yan, opposite or open, and even back row spikers are ready. Compared to the Flying Titans, na medyo predictable yung mga setups nila ngayon. Usually it goes to Caitlin Varay whenever she's in the front row. But now she's in the back row. The rest should also step up.
And that will be awarded to PLDT. They've opened up their biggest of the match so far. If there's one thing about CAF, we've seen it in the previous conferences, kakasabi mo lang pa rin, she loves to activate her middle blockers. Makikita mo, double digits yan. Meanwhile, high bump set, off-system play for Prado. Bicar will set. That is returned. Alina, this time to the other side. Madayag from the right pin. This is a chance ball for PLDT. Fajardo has options. Tang Ponce with the coverage. Free ball for PLDT again. Jovi puts it down.
But credit also to the defense of the Flying Titans. They know that PLDT is a good blocking team and ang ganda ng coverage nila. But this time naman, long ball from Jovi Prado. Nahirapan naman doon yung pwesto ng long ball defense ng Flying Titans.
Lagi, every time na meron tayong transition. Okay, di yung pensa naman natin, matama naman siya. Yung gusto natin mangyari, nagagawa naman natin eh. Pero ang problema, pag bumalik na sa atin yung bola, yung position natin pagka-transition lang, middle lagi pumapalo sa kanila. Okay? Ready tayo sa base natin, ha? Okay? Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Dwight Ramos in the house. And the fans go wild here in Vigan City supporting Kim Kianna Dy. Grabe, nag-road trip talaga para kay KKD paning.
And also the sisters of Kim Kianna Dy was there beside Dwight.
She was good company for her birthday, of
Yes.
course. So it's a busy week with work here, but so far it's looking good for Savvy Davison and PLDT. They're up by 7. Lina looking to get more attacks going and do exactly that.
Good response after the timeout of Coach Dante. That was a quick side out for the Flying Titans. They needed that point to cut the momentum of PLDT.
Alde scoring her second point. And now she will be serving. Fajardo. Going left to Prado. That's easily picked up. Encarnacion now on the attack. Easy up there. Oh, creative move by Kim Fajardo.
And now, dapat hindi makalimutan, pag front row si Kim Fajardo, kayang-kaya niya mag 1-2 play. And sometimes nafe-fake pa niya because mukhang isi-set niya eh. And ang ganda din kasi ng pasok ng mga middle attackers niya. So, for sure, if you're the blocker, babantayan mo muna yung pwesto ng attackers mo. And nakakalimutan na rin yung drop ball ni Kim.
Alina. Madayag slide attack will not work.
Referee said there was no block touch.
So now the biggest lead of PLDT. Reyes with a great start here in set number 1. They target Molde. Battle at the net. Chance ball. Fajardo, she loves these. That's why.
Mga free ball na gano'n, una niya nakikita yung mga middle attackers niya. That was a good quick set for Majoy Baron.
That's a lot of points now coming from the middle blockers, Majoy and Mika. They continue to add to the lead. Encarnacion using the blocker's hands. Much needed point there.
Yes. After the open hit of Isa Molde earlier, ito pa lang yung point na natatali nila after that off the block hit. Encarnacion.
Maddie now serving. A really good server here. Not the best first pass. They will improvise. Alina will set towards Encarnacion with back-to-back points.
That was a good cross-court hit from Encarnacion. You could see na hindi rin ganun kaganda yung blocking or yung timing sa blocking ng high-speed hitters. There was a huge gap in the middle of two blockers.
And Jewel, you know, she had a lot of confidence coming from Signal. She had games where she was the one who stepped up in that previous conference. Meanwhile, Alina, back to the hot hand. Medyo nabitin doon.
But good intention din yun because two strong hits earlier. So parang iibahin niya yung tempo ng attack niya but nabitin lang.
Fajardo now though with the full front line. The offense has been good to start with. Pecanya, that is set back. Encarnacion against two blockers, no problem.
That time targeting down the line. Sabi Davison was not ready for that. She was waiting for the cross-court hit and may block touch pa kaya nag-iba din yung tempo nung dating ng bola on their side.
You know, when CC and Aya comes back, you have Encarnacion ready to step up at any moment. That's what you want from your bench, to have it deeper.
And consistent itong first set ni Encarnacion so far. That was a service ace from Vigan. Another good serve from her.
From the middle, Tang Ponce right there. And Choco Mucho now with some momentum.
And that's a 3-0 run for the Flying Titans.
What a dig though by Tang Ponce. I mean, you could be in Isabela, Batangas, Vigan for all I know. Pero Tang Ponce will be Tang Ponce no matter where in the Philippines.
I agree also.
Encarnacion.
This is a good run for the Flying Titans.
Some main character energy here from Jewel Encarnacion. They've cut the lead down to 4.
Yung rhythm ng putukan, sumasakto na sila sa pattern. Ayun na lang ako konti. Ayun mo na, pasa mo na, pasa mo na.
(15-11). It was a slow start for Choco Mucho. There's Dina Wong and Kat Tolentino supporting their team here. And I'm sure they like what they've seen in the past couple of sequences. What's changed here, Paneng, for Choco Mucho?
Well, earlier, we saw a 8-point advantage from the high-speed hitters, but not until Jewel Encarnacion changed the pace of the game. Nasunod-sunod na yung mga strong hits niya. And doon parang nakakuha ng lakas yung Flying Titans. And don't look na, parang 3 points na lang yung laman nitong PLDT.
So a lead as big as 8 has been cut down to 3 points. With Alina Bicar having a lot of weapons to choose from the front row. Fajardo. Jovi trying to swipe. Encarnacion na naman.
This is a very good run for the Flying Titans. I think credit also to Alina Bicar for having a strong, steady serve. And nahihirapan makakuha ng magandang first ball ang high-speed hitters. This is a strong front row for them as well with Bicar serving.
And the defense has really picked up here for Choco Mucho. They're way more scrappy now. Quite unfortunate there. That's a free and much needed point for PLDT as they go to the second technical timeout with a 3-point advantage. 15 to 13 is, or rather 16 to 13 is the count. After the second technical timeout, PLDT, they were up by 8 early on, but then dual encarnacion happened here in the first set, along with Alina Bicar. So now they cut this lead down to 3, but we were talking about dual encarnacion. She has a lot of potential here, being a young player in the PVL.
And we're seeing a lot of points coming from her, really helping lift the Flying Titans for this set. Dahil kanina parang nakita mo ang bagal na ng laro nila. Sobrang laki na lamang ng high-speed hitters. Not until nagsunod-sunod yung puntos from Encarnacion.
That's Bidanya checking in for the first time. Tough back set for Viray. Caf going opposite side. Alina will set. Going to the opposite. And there's a touch.
Of course, the leading scorer for the Flying Titans, Caitlin Viray. That opposite hit with only one blocker in front of her. Kaya niya padaanin yung ball and use the hands of the blockers.
Davison back in the front. Ponce right there. And Isa Molde puts it down.
It all started with a good floor defense from Tang Ponce. That was a strong hit from Davison, but Tang Ponce was ready. And a setup for Isa Molde, targeting cross court. That was a long ball from Molde.
Savi gustong bumawi.
It was outside and no block touch. That was actually a tough set for Savi Davison. It was not a good first ball from her, and Kim Fajardo went for the one-handed set for the middle combination.
And we are tied at 16. Savi says, try digging that.
So now parang the pressure is on the side of the high-speed hitters, because earlier ang ganda nung start nila with 8 points advantage, but nabuhayan itong Flying Titans hanggang sa makadikit sila sa puntos ng PLDT.
You know, I love this Savi Davison versus Tang Ponce matchup. Sabi ni Savi, one of the toughest liberos for her is actually Tang Ponce in an interview. Exactly my point right there. Isa pa para kay Savi.
This time targeting down the line. It was inside. Hindi siya makapatay sa cross court because Tang Ponce was there. And now changing her target. No one was there in zone 1.
You love that when players have that mutual respect for each other. 2-point lead, balik sa PLDT. Viraya at atake. Caf goes back set to KKD. That's easily picked up. Molde with the approach. Good coverage. But the free ball for the high-speed hitters. KKD, one blocker. That is bad news.
It was a good set from Fajardo, waiting for the approach of her middle attacker and setting up Kim Kianna Dy on the opposite, leaving only one blocker for her.
Well, her efficiency was second in the PVL, and we see exactly that. 3-point lead for the PLDT High Speed Hitters.
Ito nangyayari, di ba? Every time na opposite, di ba? Close, ano tayo? Block 2 tayo, block 2, okay? Block 2, okay? Okay, kontrolin mo pa yung main sa akin. Huwag ka magmadali, ha? Huwag ka magmadali. Choose ka lang kung sino pwede bibigyan, ha? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Time out there by Choco Mucho because it is a 3-0 run for PLDT. Tabla nga tayo kanina at 16. The PLDT able to regain momentum here. Looking for a side out, Choco Mucho. They send it to Viray.
But Savi Davison was there. Sarado yung down the line. Sarado din yung cross court for Mika Reyes. That was a good timing on the blocking for the high-speed hitters. Nowhere to go for Caitlin Viray.
Savi was also on top of the block department for a winger last conference.
Oh! Missed time there on the overball from the Flying Titans. Naguluhan sila kay Kim Fajardo. She is a back row setter, so parang nag-fake siya na tatalon siya mag-overball. Kaya rin na iba yung timing ng blockers ng Flying Titans.
Madami talagang baon na veteran moves kanina pa. Pangalawa na yan, galing kay Kaf. Hitting hands, Isa Molde. Stopping the 5-0 run of PLDT.
Using the hands of the blockers, it sailed out. Mean Mendrez now checking in for the Flying Titans.
17 serving 21 here.
That was a good serve.
Bump set. Davison going up. Vicar chases, bumps it towards Molde. Arado says no problem. Savi had to adjust there. As Viray, that's perfect target against the double block.
Targeting cross court. Take a look at that again. Hindi ganun kaganda yung pag-penetrate ng blocking ng high-speed hitters.
And a service ace for Mean Mendrez.
She scored 2 points during their game against Zeus Coffee. And this is a good sub from Coach Dante.
2 straight points for Choco Mucho. Timeout for PLDT.
Sa off lalo. Tayo yung maaga. Pasok lang B-pass. Game. Silat lang sa B-pass. Option. Go.
One thing we've noticed in set number 1 is the timeouts are really to stop the runs. There's been multiple runs from PLDT and Choco Mucho. Dwight Ramos once again. He's had the loudest applause.
Yes. You could see beside him. Happy birthday, KKD.
Kulang na lang mag-volleyball na rin si Dwight Ramos. Alright, back to set number 1 here. In need of a point. Sabi will chase it. Chance ball here. Alina going to Viray. That is neutralized. KKD will attack.
Finally, a point for the high-speed hitters. Nababantayan na si Savi Davison earlier. And this time, KKD changing her target. Ang layo ng set sa kanya na pang cross-court na usually yung target. Pero she was still able to find that down the line.
That stops the run of Choco Mucho. They try Viray once again. Savi changing it up. Good reflexes, but Maddie just unable to get to it on time.
First ball hit the net, kaya naiba rin yung bounce pabalik sa court nila. Nahirapan na doon yung second ball.
Bump set. Tough one for Viray.
But still, she was able to score a point off the hands of Savi Davison.
There's that UST connection. That was a pretty difficult
Bump set. Yes, on the opposite. But sukat na sukat yun ni Vicar.
Tinobaldo, their draft pick here in 2026, along with Huegos. And a double substitution here for Choco Mucho. They target Savi to receive. Now Savi will attack, and Savi will send PLDT to set point.
She was the one who got the first ball. Kim Fajardo was still able to set it up for her. High set in the open.
Alcantara enters as well. So one more point for PLDT. They were really composed despite the run of Choco Mucho here in set number 1.
And this is also a late triple sub for the high-speed hitters. Alcantara, Jessie De Leon, and Lea Malaluan checking in.
Ponce will play setter here. And Isa Molde just making things happen.
It was not a strong hit. Talagang pinatama lang niya sa cross-court block. It was a soft touch from her.
Broken play turning into something. Care of Isa Molde. A set point saved. Alcantara going to De Leon. Soft touch. Ponce keeps it alive. Angge back to De Leon.
And her first point for the match. That was Jessie De Leon targeting the hands of the blockers for that opposite hit. Getting the first set win for the PLDT High Speed Hitters.
Bench players of PLDT joining the fun here in Ilocos Sur as they withstand that furious run by Choco Mucho and will take set number 1, 25-21. And after 31 minutes, PLDT High Speed Hitters take set number 1, 25-21. You thought they were going to just roll in set number 1. They were up by as much as 8 points, but Choco Mucho led by Joel Encarnacion, they had a furious run midway through set number 1. But mga veterana na rin tong PLDT, so they held their composure there, Paneng.
That's right. And nung start nung first set, we mentioned that Kim Fajardo was able to activate all of her attackers na parang paiba-iba yung set niya, open, middle, opposite, unlike sa Flying Titans. And it was mostly Caitlin Verayan, Isa Molde who did a lot of scoring for their squad. But sila din naman yung nagbigay chances for their squad na makahabol sa lamang ng High Speed Hitters, and we saw that good run from their squad, but it was not enough to close that first set. And looking at the statistics, halos dikit lang yung attack points with 17 attack points from a PLDT and no service aces from them. But I think the difference was that they were able to limit their errors to only 2 errors compared to the 7 errors of Flying Titans. But still, it was a good run for Choco Mucho because like what you mentioned, na ang laki na nung lamang ng PLDT but nakahabol pa rin yung Flying Titans doon. Nag-abot tayo ng 16 points. It was 15-5 if I'm not mistaken earlier or 15-8, but naabutan nila yung lamang na yon ng PLDT. And sometimes it happens also for teams na pag malaki yung lamang, they tend to relax and nakukuha yon, parang ginagrab ng opportunity ng opponents nila yung slow movements na yon. And we saw that with Alina Bicar's steady, strong serves, kaya nakahabol yung Flying Titans, nahirapan makakuha ng first ball doon ang PLDT.
Of course, Abby Davison, you see her there. She led the scoring department for PLDT, and Encarnacion leading the scoring department for Choco Mucho. As we welcome you to set number 2, looks like Tin Obaldo will start the second set along with Mean Mendres. Once again, that's what you love about On Tour. You get to see more players get some touches here, some reps in. But hard to stop KKD and Savvy. Jaya Tienza as well, making her entrance for the first time. But errors will be, I'm sure, one of the main topics nung break. Paneng 7 versus 2 is just too much for Choco Mucho.
But we'll see kung ano yung game plan naman nila dito coming to the second set, because we saw a lot of new faces starting for this set.
Different look for Choco Mucho as Atienza will score the first point.
Jai Atienza was the starting middle blocker for the Flying Titans during their game against Zeus Coffee.
Ubaldo playing her second game here for Choco Mucho.
A miscommunication for PLDT.
So good start for Choco Mucho. Different look. Only Molde from the starting lineup is staying as of the moment. Ruegos is also in. So a way different look in comparison to that first set. And a service ace by Tin Ubaldo.
Definitely a good start here for Choco Mucho.
Ubaldo showing up here in set number 2. And that is 4 unanswered points for Choco Mucho.
And that was a good block from the Flying Titans. That was Ruegos with the kill block.
4 points right away for Choco Mucho. You like the energy this current squad is bringing in, Paneng. And finally, to end the run, Malaluan will score her first point.
Well, PLDT was already down by 4 points and Ubaldo was targeting Jovi Prado ng short ball kaya nahirapan siya makakuha din doon ng set play and they adjusted where Alea Malaluan positioned herself for the open hit.
Ruegos, no touch there. Miss hit. So 2 straight points now for PLDT. Now Alia is serving 2, serving 4 here.
Good first ball.
Then takes a look at the defense. Savvy reads it. Andres got it.
Long ball from Mayan Mendrez. Was also a good set there from their libero.
And they are really making the most out of their playing time here. Just a great start for Choco Mucho. Ubaldo will set. Molde atake. Good coverage by Arocha. Molde, the reload. Bawal ka dito, says KKD.
Bantay sarado ang down the line and cross court. Good wave in the block there for PLDT.
It's 2 straight actually for KKD. Good first pass. They set up a play, hits the line.
Pinabawi naman doon si Isa Molde.
Good presence of mind from Ubaldo.
That's right. Nakakuha siya ng middle blocker na PLDT after that jump set.
Fajardo choosing Davison for this one. Quickly return to PLDT. Arado now setting for Savvy. Drop ball won't work. Molde once again. Arado covering the cross. Counter attack. KKD. Ubaldo with good defense. Calf right there. We have ourselves a rally. Looking to put an end. Choco Mucho. Not yet, sabi ni Calf. Tuloy ang laban. KKD will score.
It was over the blockers targeting that long ball. That was a long rally. Credit to the defense of both squads, but it ended with that strong hit from KKD.
Her efficiency just, it's always there. Nakita natin last conference, just such an efficient player.
Tight set. It was too near the net, and Savvy Davison was ready for the block.
So after a slow start, PLDT within 1. KKD serving. Ubaldo, combination play.
Good decision there by Malaluan. There was no block touch and the ball sailed out. We're tied at 6.
So after a 4-0 start by Choco Mucho, PLDT now ties it up. Maririnig mo talaga yung fan niya. Hindi, walang sawa. PLDT now searching for the lead. One-on-one. Huegos winning that battle.
She targeted it cross court. Ang ganda na ng talon ni Savvy, but nakaharap siya down the line.
When you ask the Choco Mucho girls, favorite nila lahat si Huegos. She's one of the youngest in the team.
Oh, that was a quick hit from Mika Reyes.
Let's see that again.
Good connection between Mika Reyes and Kim Fajardo.
Years of
connection.
Gano'n na nakatagal kaya, no? Kung bilangin natin. Malaluan off the blocker's hands, and they take the lead here on the first technical timeout of the second set.
You're still watching the PVL on tour as the PLDT High Speed Hitters lead the Choco Mucho Flying Titans here in the second set. And if you recall, Choco Mucho had their own Hall of Players to reveal during the offseason, one of them being Jewel Encarnacion. And in her performance in the last two games, she's proving to be a worthy addition to the squad. Jewel says the adjustment for her was more on the technical side, getting to know terms and jargons the team uses. But off the court was easy. Kwento niya, sumasama siya sa mga kainan after training. While in Ilocos Sur, Jewel says that after the game, she and the team plan to see the sights and maybe try some food around. Finally having some free time here in the province since the team arrived. Overall, it looks like this new Flying Titan is getting on quite well. Back to you, Jamie and Jaime and Panem.
Thank you so much, Jana. Well, that's what you want from your team sa on tour. Also, it's a good bonding opportunity, which if you ask the PVL players from last year, dito din daw sila nag-enjoy the bus rides, the kain sa Vigan. Masarap pagkain, syempre. So it's the bonding you get to have.
I love the food trip in Vigan. And of course, pag off day naman ng mga players, talaga nagtutour sila. They go to Calle Crisologo and try the delicacies there.
Empanada, masarap. Ano?
Yes, bagnet.
Pero balik tayo sa laro kasi nakakagutom at nakascore ang Choco Mucho.
Off the hands of the blockers, that was Isa Molde.
It's a set by Ivy Perez. Perez now is just the third setter to play for Choco Mucho in this match. Deadlock at 8 once again. Davison, back row, mid-air switch up won't work. Mendres saving it. Malaluan cross court. Arocha with a pickup. Tight again for Mean.
Oh,
Almost but not quite. Mean na naman. And that goes down.
Savvy thought that she was going to target down the line. That's why she went there agad. But then Mean Mendres saw that open in the cross court.
Oh, Mean's game. It's fun to watch. Not the flashiest player, but so smart with their placements.
I think hindi ganun ka-explosive din yung approach niya.
And that is out of bounds though by Mean. Although her teammates asking for a check.
But there was no check ball. And hindi rin nila challenge yun.
Some deadlocks here in number 2. Ivy bumping it. Perez going back to Veray.
Oh!
Beautiful drop ball.
Right behind the blockers. miscommunication there on the defense of PLDT kasi two players were already there expecting the drop ball. Pero no one really attempted to get it. Nagkailangan na yun.
And now Jen Villegas also entering the frame here. 1-point lead for Choco Mucho. Malaluan. And
Net touch.
net touch.
Yeah, the set was too tight for Malaluan. 2 points advantage now for the Flying Titans.
First ball problems here for PLDT in the past couple of sequences. Choco Mucho now with a 3-point lead. So,
Timeout here for PLDT. Their team is down by 3 points.
Target, middle nag-reserve eh. Yung kanina. Pag hindi, yung mga medyo off. Magulas pa rin. Dumadami lang yung off ha. Yung adjustment lang. Same pattern pa rin. Pasa mo lang yan. Walang gigil.
all right, 12-9 is the score. Kat Arado and her team down by 3. Which Ralph with some instructions here in set number 2. Rodriguez also inside. As Villegas continues to serve. Fajardo, better reception this time. And a much needed point there coming from Aliyah Malaluan.
Yun din yung medyo nawala for the high-speed hitters. Yung consistent good first ball nila. Kaya nahihirapan maka-execute ng play dito si Kim Fajardo.
Malaluan scoring her second point. Perez, back set. Veray, that was returned. Molde from the back, popped up there by Arado. Malaluan once again.
That was outside and no block touch. She was under the ball, hindi ganun ka-okay yung contact niya.
So we're seeing deep rotation here from Choco Mucho and PLDT in terms of their bench. Looks like we'll have a sub. Double substitution. Baldo and Huegos back in. Once again, this is only the 3rd stop of PVL on tour.
May 4 pa tayo after nito.
Saan mo ba gusto pumunta pa na? Meron pang South Cotabato, City of Santiago, Lanao del Norte. Dahil pa tayong pupuntahan.
Pwede ba sa lahat?
Baldo putting it up.
Oh!
And that is Mean Mendrez with another point.
It was not a strong hit from Mendrez. Take a look at that. No attempt from the floor defense of PLDT. This is a good sign for Choco Mucho. They're up by 4 points.
They need a big one. Cross-court kill for KKD.
Targeting cross-court.
Once again, they took this lead down to 3. Baldo going right.
Oh!
Huegos scoring another point.
2 tall blockers in front of her, but she was able to swipe that hit off the hands of Savvy Davison.
At iba talaga yung pagka-cheer ng bench at ng teammates niya, mga ate niya, pag siya yung nakaka-score. Iba talaga pag bunso, no?
Pag bunso. And naka-block pa.
Fajardo, meantime. Blockings are steady here for Choco Mucho, and now with a big chance, Obaldo will set. Molde, not there. High set for Savvy, and that is a kill block.
That was Jai Atienza and Juegos for double block off against Savvy.
Atienza giving her team a 5-point lead. Second technical timeout. Well, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans coming alive here in set number 2. And it seems like they're having fun the way they're playing here in the second set, Paneng.
Well, having fun is also important, no? Na hindi, parang pag masyado kang seryoso inside the court, dun ka pa mahihirapan makakilos ng mas maayos. But it's very nice to see the Flying Titans really enjoying this game. And every time they score a point, you could see the smiles on their faces. May patalon-talon pa pag nakakapuntos itong Flying Titans.
So far, it's so good here. Savvy Davison still trying to find ways to score here in the second set. You know, the defense is much prepared for Savvy. Encarnacion is back in. As we welcome you back here in Ilocos Sur. And a chance ball for Choco Mucho. Obaldo with multiple options. Molde is the target.
Facing cross-court but targeting down the line. Na late na dun sa pwesto si Malaluan. Take a look at that again. Good set from Obaldo.
Now the biggest lead of Choco Mucho at 6 points. Encarnacion with the floor coverage. Tough set for KKD. Juegos with some hustle. The switch up there by Molde. Long rally. Oh, what a set. Arado with the dive. Drop ball will work.
That was Bedonia checking in for Savvy Davison, and she scored a point here in set number 2.
Let's see that again.
Good defense.
Selling it perfectly. Bedonia scoring her first. 12 serving 17 now. Going to the opposite side, Fajardo digging. KKD attacking and finding an open spot.
Back-to-back drop balls from PLDT. You could see na nag-aantay na malalakas na palo itong Choco Mucho. Ang layo ng defense nila kaya ang laki ng butas doon whenever they go for drop balls. Timeout, Choco Mucho.
Kailangan nyo mag-adjust. Every time na pumapalo sila, didepensahan. Ngayon, ano gagawin nila? Dalawang beses ng drop ball. Kung ng drop ball, kailangan meron lagi. Ha? Okay. Ngayon, yun yung sitwasyon nila. Every time, parang ito yung defense natin. Ha? Kailangan kukuha. Pati dito. Hey, mas better ito kukuha. Kasi may tao tayo ito kasi cross court nila dito. Ito, sarado para mas maganda. Gusto mo kayo, ha?
Coach Dante looking for better defense against the drop balls of PLDT. But right now, looking good. Trying to tie it at 1 set all. Coming off a timeout here. Of course, Choco Mucho looking to bounce back after losing their first game versus the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells in 3 sets. PLDT playing their first game here in the PVL on tour. And for PLDT, well, you see the difference in attacking compared to the first set. Medyo bumaba dito, Paneng.
And yung distribution din ng setups ni Kim Fajardo compared to the first set. na well distributed, but this time in the second set, parang it's mostly her open hitters and opposite. Kaya nababantayan yun ng defense ng Flying Titans. But after that timeout, serve was out for Rodriguez, giving a 5 points advantage once again for the Flying Titans.
5-point lead. Atienza serving. Caf will bump it. And another point scored by Bedonia.
Quick side out. They needed that para makahabol sa lamang ng Flying Titans. It was not a good first ball from the receiver of PLDT, but Kim Fajardo was still able to bump set that to Bedonia.
Ubaldo kneeling. It's kept in play by Arado. Ubaldo. Back to Pecaña. Check that. That's Villegas and a cross court. Works. It's Bedonia again.
Yes. I think we were seeing a lot of points coming from Bedonia, but also credit that defense to Kat Arado. That was a tough one from her.
Bedonia coming alive here in the second set. Back row hit. Arocha prepared. Huegos off the blocker's hands.
Yung akala mo mabablock na doon si Huegos dahil naunahan siya ng blockers, but she was so smart by hitting the arms of Bedonia. Parang palabas yung palo niya eh. Ang layo ng bounce ng bola.
Huegos really making things happen here in set number 2. De Leon is back in. Ivy Perez as well, double substitution here with Veray also entering. Choco Mucho trying to hold on to this 4-point lead. We've been pretty much in control here in the second set.
PLDT needs to have a good first ball.
Bedonia. That one saved by Molde. Drop ball. Arado has been everywhere. Perez. Using the left hand, Molde. Back row, Malaluan. Veray one more time. That is neutralized. Angge will bump it. De Leon. Picked up by Arocha. It's still in play. Long rally we have here. Arocha says not yet. Great back row defense. It is still alive.
Oh, nice save.
Buhay pa rin ang bola. De Leon. And it's a point for PLDT.
That was a long rally. And ang daming times na akala natin mapapatay na yung bola, but the defense of both squads, ang ganda ng pinakita nila doon. But that drop ball from Jessie De Leon, nahirapan na yung coverage doon ng Choco Mucho.
That's the loudest we've heard the crowd here, and that long exchange. As right now, PLDT, 16 serving 19. Ivy going to the opposite side, and that will be back-to-back points for the high-speed hitters.
There was no block touch. Only one blocker in front of Caitlin Veray, but she was not able to score a point. 2 points na lang ang kailangan habulin ng PLDT. What will Choco Mucho do?
It's a good test for them right now, trying to sustain this lead. Pinabawi si Veray at nakabawi.
There you go. Same thing, one blocker in front of her, but she was able to target that cross court. Nice set from Ivy Perez.
Good veteran presence here by Ivy Perez. Short serve there. Alcantara going to Malalua, no coverage. And that is a kill block.
Well, you could see na medyo hindi na rin ganun kaganda yung communication dito ng PLDT. That was not the first time we saw a miscommunication on their side on who will get that coverage.
I believe that block was by Viray. Timeout called here for PLDT.
Pilit. Saka mag-offset pa rin tayo. Pasok ka na dyan,
.21-17 is the score. Choco Mucho Flying Titans 4 points away from equalizing this match. A lot of energy when subs came in. Talking about Huegos, Ivy Perez, Arocha as well, playing good floor defense. But now PLDT needs a point. They send it to De Leon. Perez going to Viray.
There was a net touch violation called on PLDT.
Errors have also piled up here
Yes.
in the later parts of set number 2 for PLDT. And they only had 2 in
the first set.
It's a tough set for Alcantara.
There was a check ball. Point will go to PLDT.
PLDT making moves here with Majoy back in along with Caseo. Caseo's main role last conference was to serve and sweep, and she did a wonderful job last conference in her main role. Meanwhile, chance ball here for PLDT. Alcantara going to Baron, but it won't work.
I think the set was too low for Baron.
More good news for Choco Mucho with Maddie serving. 2 away for the Flying Titans. Alcantara opting for De Leon.
That was a point.
All the drop balls have worked
Yes.
for PLDT. That's one thing for sure, Paneng.
So dun sila nakakuha ng madaming puntos din dito for the latter part of the second set. But they still need 4 points to equalize.
This receive there. They will make do. Alcantara goes to Malaluan. That's back-to-back points for PLDT.
And after that back-to-back points for the High Speed Hitters, I think Choco Mucho will call for a timeout because they only need 2 points to close this set. So let's listen in.
Every time na ito lang pupuntahan niya, pag alam mo nandito na, sige, lock mo na yan, lock mo na siya. Binibigyan mo pa siya ng line eh. Lock mo lang. Okay? Sige, 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 let's go.
Choco Mucho 2 points away. They called for a timeout. You don't want to give PLDT some hopes here as they continue to serve with De Leon.
Oh,
And an expensive error for De Leon as Choco Mucho now arrives at set point. So sometimes that's also the benefits of a timeout. You ice the server.
para mahirapan. I mean, maiba yung timing. But this is good news for the Flying Titans. Tin Obaldo.
Naka-service ace na yan
Naka-service
kanina.
ace din earlier, and she was the first server when they started the set 4-0.
Alcantara will improvise. Malaluan, a tough angle. Big chance. Oh, what a set by Tino Baldo.
That was a back set. Parang first time lang natin nakita from her back quick from Baldo to Encarnacion.
And the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will take set number 2. Take a look at that set again.
Back quick na medyo side pa eh.
Extra points for creativity here. As Choco Mucho now ties it up at 1-all. The youth movement of Choco Mucho working in set number 2 as they equalize this match. You take a look at some of the highlights. Well, just talk about the word energy. Kitang-kita yung pagkabago sa Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
And yung energy nila, they started it on a high energy, but then they ended it all with a higher energy for the Flying Titans. And I like it that all of them were enjoying during that second set, and that's why they were able to win that set. And talagang they were the ones who set the pace. Ang ganda ng mga attacks nila and even their coverage. Nahirapan doon yung PLDT. And looking at the numbers, halos pareho lang uli yung attack points. Hindi nagkakalayo, 14-13. But the Flying Titans was able to tally 3 block points and 2 service aces and was able to limit their errors to only 4 errors compared nung first set. They had 7 errors, but ito namang second set is whenever they commit an error, nakakabawi sila kagad. Unlike nung first set na ang tagal nila bago makarecover. But also, they had good serves for the second set, kaya nahirapan din makuha ng magandang first ball doon ang PLDT. So that's a good sign for the Flying Titans. They were able to use their strength in the service department and also during the attack points then na ang gaganda ng palo ng mga hitters nila led by Caitlin Veray with 9 points. And even Mayan Mendres coming on the second set na hindi ganun kalakas yung mga palo niya but good placements from her. So that was good for the Flying Titans. So let's see if they will be able to sustain their momentum coming to this third set.
Wegos, Tin Obaldo, the young players of Choco Mucho also providing a lot of good things for their team, KKD and PLDT. Some troubles with the first pass in set number 2. That was a point of concern. They're looking to bounce back here in the third set. So we'd like to thank you for joining us on One Sports, Pilipinas Live app, and One Sports on YouTube. Third set coming your way. We are live here in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur for our third stop of the on tour. And now PLDT looking for a better, oh, check that.
It was outside and there was no touch from the defense of Choco Mucho.
I was about to say PLDT looking for a better start because in set number 2, 4-0 run agad ang Choco Mucho.
But that hit was overcooked by Jai Atienza. It was an overpass, a chance supposedly for the Flying Titans.
So Malaluan will join starting lineup here in the third set. Vicar going up to Encarnacion.
No block touch.
So that's the second point for PLDT. Errors once again. Something that these two teams need to watch out for. Alina. Veray. That was neutralized by Savvy. KKD going above the blockers. Now it's Encarnacion. She's rejected. Savvy once again. Vicar was ready for the drop ball. Encarnacion, her version of a drop ball works.
But Kim Fajardo was able to read that drop ball but na-late lang siya ng pwesto. Kaya man, she was not able to touch that ball. Take a look at that again.
Encarnacion, she was the main character for Choco Mucho in set number 1. Good serve there for Jewel. Alina. Molde is denied.
So both teams using their core. These lineups were the ones who started during the first set.
Veray rolls it. Calf sets it for Savvy. And Ponce right there to cover. Calf sends it back to Davison. Ponce is not giving any inch to Savvy Davison, but a free point for PLDT there on an error.
It was a mistimed hit from Isa Molde.
Alina this time. Not the set Molde wanted. Calf, tough set.
Oh.
What a block.
Single block there from Isa Molde. That was a good timing from her. Take a look at that side set from Kim Fajardo.
There's something satisfying watching these one-man blocks pa rin.
Ang hirap nun ha. Na if you're the spiker, parang alam mo daming dadaanan. And minsan may halong gigil na yun pag nakita mo silang blocker mo.
Savvy Davison. 10 points now for Savvy. But a much more silent set number 2.
Yes. And they would need more of that from Savvy Davison. I think that was the first time that PLDT went for the combination hit.
High set for Isa. And the blockings of PLDT starting to arrive here in set number 3.
And that was Mika Reyes with that cross-court block.
6 serving 3. Better start for the high-speed hitters. Alina, back set. Savvy returns that one alone. Chance ball, Fajardo. Back to Davison. Still good. Molde will try. Careful set. Savvy, third time's the charm. Not yet. We play on. Long exchange. Fajardo try to get creative. And that will work for PLDT.
It was an over receive from the Flying Titans.
Right there, just a creativity again of Fajardo working. Four-point lead opened up by the white shirts.
Oh,
It is a block party here for PLDT as they now have a 5-point lead going to the first technical timeout.
We keep the excitement rolling right here at PVL on tour as the heart of volleyball makes its stop here in Ilocos Sur. And here in the third set, our teams are one set apiece. I spoke with Aliyah Malaluan ahead of this match, and she has all the reasons to look forward to this tournament because it's her first time joining on tour. She wasn't able to do so last year with PLDT due to national team duties, but she's coming into this tournament with a lot of experience this time. Aliyah shares how she's not a rookie anymore, and she credits her coaches and teammates for the growth she encountered since turning pro, getting more confident and becoming a better player overall. With the High Speed Hitters handing the second set to the Flying Titans, let's see how Aliyah and the team can respond here in the third set. Hi, Manpanan.
Thank you so much, Chano. Well, time flies here in the PVL. Parang kailan lang kakadraft lang ni Aliyah Malaluan, but you've seen the growth in the past year. She's had games where she's had 20 plus points, the best player of the game. So you like the growth from last year. And right now, a 5-point lead for PLDT. Great blocking so far for the high-speed hitters here. Tang Ponce is just digging everything. Savvy is throwing at her. Yes.
it was outside. I said there was no block touch.
Much needed point there for Choco Mucho. And the double sub here, Huegos and Tinobaldo. Well, enters set 3. Played quite well in set number 2.
Huego scored 4 points for set number 2.
Davison.
Oh, that landed inside. So a kill block for the Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho just defending Savvy really well here. Obaldo with the full front line.
Oh, straight to the net. 3-point given to PLDT.
Savvy now at the back. They're holding on to a 4-point lead. And a service ace for Savvy Davison.
I think that was her first service ace for this game. Well targeted serve from her.
Tough serve coming from Savvy. Another one coming up. This time too strong. So Choco Mucho will get the free point. Good first pass. And that will be a well-executed play for Mika Reyes.
It was not a quick set, but the set was differential for Mika Reyes. That's why she was able to target that zone as well.
Kasi Mika Reyes and maganda yung previous conference. We talked about KKD, the start of the game. Mika Reyes also having a great All-Filipino conference.
And also during the 2025 PVL on tour, she was the finals MVP.
Yeah, that's right. Regos, one blocker to beat. Davison from the back. Access is denied.
Double block from the Flying Titans. Take a look at that. Ang ganda ng sunod dun ni Encarnacion.
Choco Mucho really did their homework with Savvy Davison in today's game.
Mapa floor defense man or net defense.
Slide attack for Majoy works. I mean, if you're a player like Savvy, siya yung siguro sa whiteboard nag-uusap kayo pa yung may malaking circle.
Tapos ito yung dadaanan ng palo nitong player na to. Ito yung mga targets, yung mga scouting.
PLDT, 12 serving 7. Calf full front line to work with. Obaldo will set. And that drops inside for Jaya Tienza.
I think it landed on the line.
Right at the line. PLDT actually claiming it was out.
But hindi na sila nag-challenge doon. They're still up by 4 points. At kayang-kayang habulin to ng Flying Titans. We saw that especially during the first set. PLDT would want to take care of this at 4 points advantage.
Broken play here. Malaluan attacks. Ponce will chase and a chance ball for PLDT. Fajardo one-handed set into a quick attack by Majoy Baron.
The defense was too near the net, but then Kim Fajardo was able to set that up one-handed to Majoy Baron.
Back to a 5-point lead now. Alina, tough back set. Fajardo going to Savvy. It's being returned. So they go to the other side and KKD with the block breaker.
Take a look at that reverse from Kim Fajardo. But KKD was able to squeeze that in between two blockers.
They've opened up a big lead here at 6. Encarnacion from the left pin.
That was outside. Too much angle for that hit.
Looks like we have a timeout on the floor because PLDT, they opened up their biggest lead of the third set.
Iniiwas yun yan, medyo mahirap palusutan. Iniiwas yun kasi may depensa yan. Every time na mayroong out of system tayo, di ba? Lagyan lang sa kamay, Kung single block, sige, kahit saan mo dalhin. Okay? Sayang yung block, pasok mo lang. Ganda naman yung pasa eh. Okay? Pasa natin maayos. Spacing lang kung paano bibigyan ng bola. Huwag pa ulit-ulit. Pwede mo okay? Kahit isolation, dito ka rin. Okay? May backrow ka pa rin, ha?
So parang offensive adjustments ang hinihingi dito ni Coach Date. Even trying to say, tried the back row attack as well. I mean, attacking has been a concern here in the third set for Choco Mucho.
Yeah, but also din kasi PLDT has been using their strength in the blocking department. We saw a lot of kill blocks from them for the start of this set.
KKD having herself a game here.
That's right, medyo quiet nung first set and second set. But this time, buwabawi naman siya on the third set. Unstoppable dito si KKD. We're at second technical timeout.
Back here in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur for more PVL on tour action. Choco Mucho find themselves down in set number 3. What's been the biggest change here, Paneng, for PLDT in the third set after losing the second one?
During the first set, they were not able to tally kill blocks, talking about the high-speed hitters. Then the second set, I think 1 or 2 lang yung kill blocks nila. But they started strong here on the third set. Ang bantay nila yung mga attackers ng Choco Mucho, kaya man nakahirapan din sa adjustment sa coverage dito ang Flying Titans. And the high-speed hitters was able to activate their middle attackers as well. Yun yung nawala nung second set, kaya rin nabantayan ng Flying Titans yung mga wing attackers nila.
Looks like Mayan Mendres will check in here for Encarnacion. And right now, PLDT looking good here with an 8-point lead. Laluan will be serving.
Oh, that was outside.
Is it hardest to serve after a timeout? Parang the usual service area is right after a technical timeout or a timeout
Or
here.
a timeout. Kasi minsan, adrenaline mo ang taas, tapos biglang mapuputol na magre-relax ka because of a timeout. Tapos, of course, ayaw mo rin naman mag-serve ng mahina or you'll make it easy for your opponents. But miscalculate din yung contact.
Line serving 16 now, Mendres. Caf, back set, KKD, she's been the go-to player. Tang Ponce digging well in this game. And that is denied. We talked about the wall of PLDT.
Block party for the high-speed hitters. Mahirap na i-cover yon for the Flying Titans. Take a look at that kill block once again. Sarado yung down the line and cross court for Katin Veray.
Molde goes around the blockers this time around.
That was a good cross court hit for Isa Molde. Laki din ang gap doon sa blocking ng PLDT.
Tienza will serve now. Palm set. Davison.
Oh, quick side out for the high-speed hitters. Ang laki ng buta sa gitna ng defense ng Flying Titans. Mahihirapan sila doon pag na-touch ng blockers yung hits ng PLDT.
Just a bit late there, Isa Molde. Up, first referee blowing his whistle.
I think there was no whistle yet for the serve.
Na-excite si KKD. Baka kasi may birthday dinner pa after. Salubong. May salubong pa mamaya eh. Right now they have an 8-point lead though. Madayag will score.
Much needed point for the Flying Titans. All started with a good first ball.
Fajardo. And there's been open spots in the defense of Choco Mucho here, Paneng.
We're seeing a lot of holes there in the middle or loopholes ang defense nila. Kaya nahihirapan dito yung Flying Titans because they're all waiting for strong hits from the high-speed hitters. Kaya when their spikers goes for the drop ball or soft touches, dun din nahihirapan ang defense ng Flying Titans.
Bedonia is back in. So far, so good here. Set number 3 for PLDT. Balik si Ubaldo para sa Choco Mucho. Bedonia also had her moment in set number 2 with 3 points. Sunod-sunod din yun.
Oh. Same reaction. Was a good touch from the blockers of PLDT, but ang layo din na coverage nila on who will get that first ball.
Yung mga ganun pa ng mga split-second decision.
Yes.
Parang bumagal nga yung bola nung nakita natin na
Oo.
touch na yun. No?
Kasi maganda yung pag-touch ng blockers, hindi naman bumilis yung bola on their side. Napabagal nila, kumbaga.
That's a good pop-up by Molde. Tough set from Ubaldo, and it works
It
for
works.
Maddie.
That was the second time we saw that back quick set from Tin Ubaldo.
Choco Mucho looking for a run here in set 3. Malaluan against 2 blockers. That's outside.
Oh, I thought she was going for the block touch.
I think Aliyah wants to challenge here. Oh, net fault challenge.
Oh, rather than going for the block touch, they will go for a net fault challenge.
And so we have our first challenge of set number 3. Once again, the game before this, next sled, they defeated Capital One in 3 sets. PLDT looking for their first win in their first game for the PVL on tour. And I'm sure we'll get to see more of the rookies play in the later stages. Madami din silang mga rookies. But one of the things we love about PVL on tour is you'll see everyone play.
Yes. And like what you mentioned, yung mga rookies itong high speed hitters, they have Ariola, Ordiales, and Bedanya. And also Monares.
Yes, John Monares as well. And that is clean. No net fault there.
A successful challenge for PLDT. The point will still stay with the Flying Titans.
De Leon back in.
Together with Alcantara.
It's been the main double sub for Coach Rald Ricafort. Alcantara going middle. Looks like there's a violation. First referee pointing to the side of Choco Mucho.
It was a lifting violation or double contact. I think it was called on Amica Reyes.
So the lead is down to 4. PLDT forced to call time.
Yung balikan na block lalo pa to pa. Tama lang. Counter tayo ulit. Ha? Taga sa counter. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So it's a slow and steady push here for Choco Mucho.
Unti-unti silang dumidikit sa lamang ng PLDT.
So now it's within 4 points. PLDT, they were forced to call timeout there. Molde is still serving. A point here could be big for the Flying Titans. Right there. Nope, not yet. Good save.
Oh, but that was outside. PLDT was able to save that overpass, but then the hit sailed out. The point will go to Choco Mucho. Isa Molde having steady serves here for their squad.
Alcantara, not the set De Leon wanted. Ubaldo going for Mendres. Coverage by Ubaldo.
Good chase by Molde.
But now a chance ball for PLDT. Malaluan, that's inside. And Choco Mucho is within 2.
That was a kill block from Huegos and Madayag. Good run here by the Flying Titans.
A slow and steady run.
Currently taking it 1 point at a time.
Regalo. Yes, sir. Choco Mucho is back here in set number 3.
Credit this run as well to Isa Molde. Ang ganda ng mga serves niya. Habang tumatagal, mas lalong nagiging loaded yung serves, kaya nahihirapan makakuha ng magandang first ball ang PLDT. Timeout PLDT.
Pag nagkabalikan, kahit naka-insiste mo, mahabol talaga sa
Taas lang muna si Aki na bahala, ha? Reality.
19-18. A concerning look by Mika Reyes because Choco Mucho, they are doing it slowly and they are doing it with Isa Molde at the service line. That is outside.
Iningatan niya yung serve niya, but to market siya, yun nga lang. It sailed outside.
So PLDT makaka-deep breath na rin after a free point.
May chance sila dito. Makalayo sa lamang.
Kasi yun now, will be serving and sweeping.
Good first ball.
Ronaldo. Drop ball. That's a great save by Majoy. This time, going to the other side. Coverage. There's a whistle.
There was no block touch, but the referee said it didn't go over. But I think they will challenge that call.
So a crucial challenge here. Choco Mucho thought they had enough touches left. But it was the service, literal na service ni Isa Molde.
Isa Molde, yes. Ang
Really?
ganda ng serves niya earlier. Well, good targets, loaded serves. So let's see what happens here.
So it touched the right arm of a PLDT player, which means challenge is successful.
Good challenge there by Choco Mucho. To the point to be replayed.
Caseo will serve once more. A tight set number 3 here. Baldo. Into Mendres, and it drops.
Miscommunication in the defense there from PLDT.
Let's take a look at that again, Paneng.
Yan, iba na yung approach niya. Hinabol niya yung bola or ginawa ng paraan.
Ngiting tagumpay.
Yes.
Ni Mean Mendres.
1 point na lang ang lamang ng PLDT. That was a good serve from Madayag.
From the opposite side, De Leon's drop balls today have been lethal.
We saw a lot of those. Second set pa lang.
Take a look at that one more time. It's a clutch point for De Leon. And KKD is back with Kim Fajardo here. Baldo. Calf. KKD, no. Ponce will set.
Oh, that was Huegos. Again, off the hands of the blockers. Very smart play from Huegos.
Back to a 1-point game. Vicar now will be serving with Vera in the front. Great comeback here by Choco Mucho. Oh, they're going for the premier point, so this is worth 2 points.
Yes. So let's see.
A chance to take the lead. That's denied. Still in play. Back row. Ponce, secondary setter. Viray for the lead.
Good defense from PLDT.
Malaluan will try. Ponce with great defense. Mendrez
Oh!
puts it in.
So that was 2 points awarded to the Flying Titans because of that premier point.
So I guess that swing was premier itself.
Yeah.
2 points for Mean Mendrez. And after being down, we are tied again though. We are tied again.
Tied at 22. After that quick hit from Majoy Baron.
It's a race to 3 here in set number 3. Vicar had to adjust with the one-handed
Yeah,
set.
that was a tough one. Good serve from Malaluan, forcing a not good first ball from the Flying Titans. That's why they were able to get that point. They're up by 1 point. Timeout by Flying
May
Titans.
mga sitwasyon na, di ba? Kanina pa tayo nag-ring. Ngayon, pag ano, tumit ka na. Okay, depende sa basa mo, ha? Okay, pass na yun, ha? Ate, pasa lang muna tayo. Okay, pass. Okay, pass, magbigay sa middle, ha? Okay, nag-read pa rin sila. Hanggang ngayon, read pa rin yung ginagawa nila, ha? Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yung pasa dito.
Advantage si Big League.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Advantage si Big League. Okay. Let's go! Titan! Right!
Choco Mucho Flying Titans looking to complete a comeback here. And Coach Dante just wanting a perfect pass.
Yeah, good first ball ang kailangan dito ng Choco Mucho.
Tang Ponce. Wonderful job again in the digging department today.
Very steady.
That's a good receive. Viray to equalize.
And there you go. We're tied at 23. Good time out there by Coach Dante. They were able to respond well after that good first ball and a finish by Caitlin Viray.
Choco Mucho granting the request of Coach Dante's
Yes.
timeout.
Race to 2 points.
It's another good pass by Arado. And it works for set point.
Again with the drop ball. Dito nahihirapan pa maka-adjust ang Flying Titans.
Just great presence of mind from KKD, and they are a point away. Set point for the High Speed Hitters. Alina will bump it. That is out of bounds. What a bump set by
Yes.
Alina Vicar.
They're really going for Caitlin Viray. She's the leading scorer for the Flying Titans. And that was a tough bump set on the opposite. But saktong-sakto pa rin for Caitlin Viray. Able to get that point off the hands of the blockers. And we're tied at 24.
We have an extension here in set number 3. That's a sharp serve by Atienza. Good defense by Mendrez. Molde for the lead. Arado falls to the ground. And Choco Mucho at set point.
That's right.
Looks like Kat Arado a bit shaken there.
Because Kat Arado went for the one-handed dig and hinabol yun ng teammate niya to get the second touch, but I think there was a collision after that.
Oh, right there. The foot of Malaluan. Both players are okay. And Choco Mucho is 1 point away.
Yes. Good first ball.
Back set, beautiful one by Kim Fajardo.
And KKD in the opposite. She went over the blockers. That's going to be tough for the Flying Titans.
That hit was so nice by Point City. Even Dwight Ramos is smiling.
Yes. Now she is in the back row.
Alina sets up the left pin. Undiggable hit by Isa Molde. And Choco Mucho is back at set point.
Take a look at that again. Isa Molde with that strong cross-court hit.
Si Kat Arado pa talaga challenge niya doon sa cross-court. A point away here. Calf, pump set. Bedonia.
There was no block touch.
And Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
I think they will challenge that.
Wait a second. There is a challenge.
You saw the way Bedonia reacted after her hit. Na parang there was a block touch. So let's see after this official replay.
And Bedonia was already asking for it right when she landed. So we'll see. But I don't mind this set going on forever. It's been an entertaining set.
Oh! There was indeed a block touch. That was a good call for the PLDT High Speed Hitters. Set is not yet done.
I don't think the crowd wants the set to be done. This is the loudest they've been here in Ilocos Sur. So tabla na naman tayo. 26 all. Vicar, ibibigay kay Molde. Fajardo, bibigyan si Malaluan. Ponce with the save. But the chance ball for PLDT. Calf going quick. What a play for Mika Reyes.
There was a miscommunication earlier in the defense of the Flying Titans. That's why they were able to send a free ball to PLDT. And of course, every time there's a free ball, Kim Fajardo's first option is to look for her middle attackers. And she saw that there was only one blocker in front of Mika Reyes. That's why they went for the quick hit.
Alina. Molde switching it up. Oh, that is a veteran move by Isa Molde. And guess what, Paneng?
We're tied at 27. It's not yet done. Smart move by Isa Molde, and now she's getting ready to serve. Earlier, she had a lot of good serves. That's why they were able to tie things up.
Not the best receive. Ponce saving it. The slide, Madayag. Good coverage by Vicar. Mendres still in play. Mayan one more time. Fajardo. It's with Choco Mucho from the back. Viray. Arado with the coverage. Malaluan. Not yet.
Overball.
Not yet. Vicar, one more slide. We play on. Mika in the clutch for another big point.
That was a good decision from Kim Fajardo, setting up Mika Reyes in the middle. Kasi nababantay na yung open hits niya. Ang ganda na ng defense ng Flying Titans. They were not expecting that quick set. Set point here for PLDT. Mika Reyes getting ready to serve.
Alina going to Mendres. Neutralized. Malaluan looking to end it. Alina. What a save by Bedonia. Drop ball.
Too easy for the Flying Titans.
Back row, Kate Viray.
Overball.
There's a battle at the net. Malaluan. Oh, what a beautiful save by Molde. As Mendres attacks. Coverage was there by Maddie. Mendres one more time.
Another chance here.
Exchange. And that's inside.
That was inside for Malaluan. It was not a strong hit, but a well-targeted spike there, targeting zone 1.
Adrenaline is pumping here in Ilocos Sur, but Malaluan calmly puts it down on a tight set number 3. Right at the line. That is a clutch point
Yes.
for the High Speed Hitters as they take set number 3 in an extension after 39 long minutes. Set number 3 was a treat here for the fans of Ilocos Sur, but PLDT taking it 29-27 despite a comeback there really by Choco Mucho Paneng.
Well, it was a strong start for the high-speed hitters. We saw a lot of kill blocks from them. And again, like no first set, ang laki ulit ng lamang nila. But medyo nagtitend sila mag-relax, especially during the middle part of a set. And dun naman yung kinakapitalize ng Flying Titans. They took advantage of that scenario during that third set. And also, they were able to have a good defense. Talking about the Flying Titans, ang ganda ng mga serves nila and floor defense. That's why they were able to tie things up, especially during the latter part of that third set. But still, PLDT winning that by but targeting yung mga butas ng defense ng Flying Titans. We saw that from Alea Malaluan, and looking at the statistics for that set, isa lang uli lamang ng PLDT with 17 attack points, 4 kill blocks, and 1 service ace. But still, 7 errors from both squads. Pero parang pantay lang no? Dahil humabol lang doon yung Flying Titans. But I think yung composure din ng PLDT, kaya din sila nakakuha ng panalo on that set.
And so we welcome you to set number 4 beginning shortly here. Can Choco Mucho force a 5th set? Or will PLDT end things here? And Sabi was not in the later parts of set number 3.
It was Lea Malaluan.
Bedonia
as well. And Kim Kianna Dy also doing a lot, getting a lot of points for their squad. And on latter part na, it was Amika Reyes with her quick hit and also kill blocks during the latter part of that third set.
So it's back to 0 here after a high-intensity set number 3. Alea Malaluan, she scored the last point there and a clutch one. 29-27 was the score. It went the distance.
And ang haba ng rallies during that third set. Hindi mabilis yung mga puntos.
Nawalan ka ba ng hininga, Paneng? Sa haba ng rallies?
Well, it was a very good third set. And nakita din natin kung paano humabol yung Choco Mucho. We saw that during the first set. Ang laki ng lamang ng PLDT. And we thought again ng third set na magtutuloy-tuloy na yung magandang laro ng high-speed hitters. But of course, we know the Flying Titans talagang lalaban niya, especially after nung talo nila nung kanilang first game. And we're seeing everyone really contributing the scoring department and supporting one another, talking about the Flying Titans. So very good teamwork from them.
Set 4 underway. Kim Fajardo will start things off here. Baldo also the starting setter for set 4. Caf. Those quick attacks have worked to PLDT's advantage. As Fajardo sets, cross court was covered. Tin. Cross court covered by Arado. Going for down the line, and it is wide for Malaluan.
Yeah, too much of an angle from Malaluan. First point will go to Choco Mucho.
Baldo, a lot more playing time compared to her first game versus Zeus Coffee. Slide attack. Middles of PLDT playing really well here in this game.
I think this is the first time din na pinapaghiwalay ni Kim yung attackers niya whenever she's on the front row para hindi magsiksik on one side yung attackers nila, trying to separate the blocks of Choco Mucho.
Kate Viray going down. Let's take a look at that one more time. Over the two blockers. That's an easy point. Automatic each time for Majoy Baron.
For this fourth set, parang nag-start dito si Kim Fajardo activating her middle attackers. Maiba lang yung timing and pwesto ng blocking ng Choco Mucho.
Fajardo distributing the ball well today. Balanced effort. Ponce just had a great digging day. Calf, one-handed set. Could be a net touch here.
Hindi masyadong matagal yung bola sa kamay ni Mika Reyes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
A 1-point lead for the Flying Titans. Back set, KKD.
Oh, nice defense.
It's great defense by Encarnacion. Drop ball. This time they're ready for it. Isa, tough angle. It's a little low for Reyes. Molde.
That was outside. Nahirapan siya doon dahil humabol lang din si Ubaldo for the set.
Substitutions here for Choco Mucho. As Kim Kianna Dy gets prepared to serve. Madayaga setter here. Ball slowed down at the net.
Oh, that was a
is
nice set.
Powerful one from Bedonia.
Iniipit pa ni Kim yung set niya, waiting for the approach of her middle attackers. Then biglang sinet sa open for Bedonia. Kaya na-late din yung block doon ni Madayag.
Viray did not find an angle. Bedonia again. Tried to go sharp cross as Mendres is slowed down. Fajardo, 1-2. Pump set. Mayan.
Oh, good chase.
Ponce has been everywhere here. Fajardo one more time. Ubaldo was ready. Kate Viray, was there a touch?
We're not sure if there was a touch. But the point will be awarded to PLDT. That's why Choco Mucho will challenge that call.
So we have an early challenge here in the fourth set. On a block touch. Looks like Maddie is cramping right now. Baldo stretching her.
All smiles pa rin.
Ooh. Looks like there is.
That's right. Successful challenge for Choco Mucho.
So we are tied at 4. Bedonia. Straight to Encarnacion. Mayan targeting the hands of Mika Reyes.
Back-to-back points for the Flying Titans. They're up by 1 point.
I've known Mean since she was with UE. And her style of play hasn't changed.
Same
really.
pa din, right? But very effective for Mean Andres. Mika Reyes again with a quick hit.
That's tough for Tang Ponce to attend to. Meanwhile, slide attack. Bedonia's playing really great defense here. Mean. Malaluan will push. He had nowhere to go there. Balik sa lamang ang Choco Mucho.
I think the set was too low for Malaluan.
Best first pass. Malaluan will improvise. Fajardo going to Reyes. That's inside the corner pocket.
Good third set here for Mika Reyes. I'm seeing a lot of sets for her and she was able to convert those into points.
It's tight to begin set number 4.
Oh!
Close but outside for Mika Reyes. It is a crawl to the first technical timeout. Kumpara sa previous sets pa ning, mas nakalobo yung isang team eh.
Ang lalayo nung lamang but this time isahan lang.
Kakaf. Slide. Tin going to the back. Fajardo rushing to set up Malaluan. Obaldo going to her middle. Aliyah, runner. Encarnacion. And it is a point for PLDT. So we are tied again.
Tied at 7. Isahan lang tayo dito sa start ng 4th set.
So yung momentum from that last set, parang nag-transfer over. So your point, my point.
Yes, wala pang gustong lumamang ng malaki. So we'll see later.
Who's going to make that run first?
Let's wait and see.
Oh, back set.
Yes.
Herrado. Aliyah swiping. This will be another bump set. Aliyah against 2 blockers. And coverage just a bit late as PLDT crawling to the first technical timeout for 8-7 is the score.
PVL on tour continues to bring the heat right here in Ilocos Sur as both of our teams tonight, the PLDT High Speed Hitters and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, continue to fight tooth and nail for this win. After the Choco Mucho Flying Titans narrowly lost that 3rd set, Coach Dante Alinsunurin and Maddie Madayag led the huddle before the 4th. The Flying Titans were driven as Coach Dante gave particular instructions to his players, trying to relieve them of the intensity and play with a lighter atmosphere. Meanwhile, the crowd here in Vigan has been enjoying these exchanges. Let's tune in to see how Choco Mucho responds after those grueling sequences in the previous set. Hi, Ben.
Thank you so much, Jana Ejido, for that report. Well, right now, PLDT, what feels like a big lead. Kasi
Kanina
pa 1 point tayo. So 9-7 is quite big.
Yes. But yan yung mga kayang-kayang habulin ng Choco Mucho, but an unfortunate error there on their side. clear miscommunication. Isisend na lang nila yung ball on the side of PLDT. But they can give that point easily. 3 points advantage for PLDT. Timeout, Choco Mucho.
Yung bola, guys. Tama na sa ating bola. Focus tayo sa gagawin natin. Okay, tama naman yung spacing natin kanina. Nablock lang. Pero, importante, every time may papalo sa atin, kumabay tayo. Okay? Ganun din. Same situation. Ito lang mo, papuntay mo rito. Pero tayo dito. Oh, let's go.
Hey! Choco Mucho! Titan Pride!
Choco Mucho, they were forced to call timeout there after a 3-0 PLDT run. And this is really the first run we've seen in set number 4. It's Fajardo now with a full front line, serving. To stop the run, Choco Mucho. Arado sets up at the right pin. KKD makes it a 4-0 run here.
We were talking about it earlier. Sino yung mauunang lumamang for this fourth set? And we're seeing this composure from PLDT.
Baldo going back row. And a much-needed point coming from Kate Viray.
Much-needed point talaga dahil lumalaki na yung lamang dito ng PLDT.
Kate Viray also in double digits, so that's 2 straight games now. She is in double digits. Great start to the PVL on tour from Kate Viray. Malaluan going around the double block. Pinball. Balik sa PLDT. Quick attack. Won't work. Back with Viray. Coverage at the net. Now from the other side, Encarnacion. CAF continues with a KKD hit.
And I like it na sumisilip muna si Kim sa pwesto ng spikers niya ng blockers bago niya iset yung bola. She saw that KKD was ready for that opposite hit and malayo sa kanya yung middle blocker. So why she went for that low and fast set for KKD.
Atienza is blocked.
Oh, chance for PLDT, but Fajardo was the one who got the first ball.
Baldo going to the left side. Encarnacion scoring that one.
Block touch.
PLDT playing without Savvy, who's been well defended. So adjustments have been made here from the high speed hitters. Back set, Kim Kianna Dy.
That was a strong cross-court hit. Kim Fajardo still setting up Kim Kianna with a low and fast set on the opposite. Kaya nalilated yung middle blockers ng Choco Mucho.
13 serving 9. CAF. Madonia picked up to the opposite side. There they go. And Kate Viray continues to add to her tally.
So si Kate yung leading scorer again for Choco Mucho for this set.
Someone needed to step up, of course, without CC and Ea Laure. Kate Viray has answered that call.
There was a check ball. Point will go to PLDT. A quick side out for their squad.
Ganda ng pinapakita ni Bedonia, and not just in scoring, but the intangibles here in this game. Digging and the energy she brought in, especially in that previous set. Tight set. Viray.
Good
KKD,
defense.
really great defense there. High set for Mean. Bedonia again. Back set for Kate. Drop ball. This time, Arado was prepared. Tin. Will go to Kate. Cross court. Was red. Mika, not yet. Long exchange here. Oh, almost by Catarado. Good reflexes by Encarnacion. An extremely long rally. And we're still going. Obaldo sets up Mendres.
Oh! There was no block touch. But man, Mendres was targeting down the line. I think there was too much of an angle from her hit.
So a 5-point lead, the biggest of set number 4, opened up by PLDT. And we've had some long rallies here.
Not just for this set, but for the entire game.
Madayag, the recipient, and so to get back up. And she was being stretched earlier for cramp, so right there. But she's still smiling.
Well, that's a good sign.
As Perez is in, a setter here. Si Maddie natatawa na lang din sa sarili.
Oo nga eh. But she's still in the game.
Bedonia explodes for another point. 5-point lead, second technical timeout. Bedonia stepping up here in this game versus Choco Mucho. As the Choco Mucho Flying Titans looking for another comeback. We've seen that 2-3 times in this game, Paneng. So, you know it's in them in this game.
And kayang-kaya nila habulin yan, yung lamang na PLDT. Especially after seeing their run nung first set pa lang and nung third set. So, walang safe na lamang sa scoreboard dito ang high-speed hitters.
But one thing that's been impressive naman para sa PLDT is the way they compose themselves when that run is coming from Choco Mucho.
Sometimes you could see the pressure was on their side, but parang relax na sila, taking it 1 point at a time.
As we are back here in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur for set number 4, 5-point lead. Currently held by PLDT.
That was outside.
Goes back to our conversation earlier.
Pag mga galing sa timeout, yun mahirap makabalik ng serve.
So Mendres, her turn to serve here. Calf sets up Aliyah. Coverage by Bedonia. Aliyah one more time.
There was a check ball.
Those were the intangibles we were talking about with Bedonia. Just making the most out of her playing time here. Looks like there's a challenge.
Because the point was awarded to PLDT because the referee said there was a block touch.
As Maddie continues to, looks like there is none.
Mukhang mataas yung sindaan ng bola. So the challenge was successful for the Flying Titans.
Which means they are within 3. Ivy. Jewel. No touch, no. Says the first referee.
Point will go to PLDT. They're up by 4 points.
But we have another challenge.
Block touch once again. After that Encarnacion hit.
Back-to-back challenges here. Midway through set number 4. Always a fun stop itong Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. Last year there were 4 games here.
And
in
I think
Vigan City.
it was the first leg during the
Yes.
2025 on tour.
No block touch.
No block touch. Unsuccessful challenge for the Flying Titans. The point will stay with PLDT.
Caseo now in. So, score check, 17-13, 4-point lead. With PLDT serving. Perez takes a look. Encarnacion pinabawi.
Oh, good dig.
And that is still good. Good hustle by the Flying Titans. Although Majoy Baron ends it with a quick hit.
Minadali na ni Kim Fajardo. She saw na nag-scramble pa sa position ng defense ang Choco Mucho. That's why she went for that quick set.
Does Choco Mucho have one last run in them?
Let's see. Kaya yan ng Flying Titans.
Good block by Mika Reyes. Calf. Majoy. Sent back.
Oh, nice set.
Drop the ball by Aliyah on a tough set again by Kim Fajardo, who's getting all the love.
Tough love from her teammates.
Ang gigil. Ang mga teammates ni Kim Fajardo, napakaganda ng set. And it's all smiles for PLDT on a timeout by Choco Mucho.
Kaya na paalala lagi siya, pag transition sila, hindi lang ginagamit nila. Ha? Oh, mag-commit ha. Okay? Ayos naman ha. Let's go.
19-13, Maddie Madayag and Choco Mucho in search of one last push, similar to what they did in the previous set. Casella, though, continues to serve, 6 points away from winning their first match here on PVL on tour.
And that's outside.
Madayag targets Malaluan. Malaluan gets it back. Maddie with some digging there. Encarnacion finding an open hole. And that's 2 straight points for the Flying Titans.
Right in the middle defense of PLDT.
Good serve by Maddie. Quick hit. Tough to stop.
So far unstoppable dito ang middle attackers ng PLDT.
Mika Reyes and Majoy Baron playing really well here. Well, if we go back to the All-Filipino Conference, Panay, there were multiple games where the leading scorers
were their middle attackers.
That's right. Minsan, it's the first 2 leading scorers. And now a 6-point lead has been opened up. An ace by Kim Fajardo.
Good serve again.
Parada now playing setter for KKD. Encarnacion. 2 blockers. but no problem.
Much needed point for the Flying Titans. Lumalaki na yung lamang dito ng PLDT.
Baldo is back in for Ivy Perez. We're trying to come back with this specific rotation here. And that is a point. One of many.
From KKD.
So PLDT 3 points away.
Oh!
And another service ace by the High Speed Hitters.
We're seeing a lot of loaded serves from PLDT. Nahihirapan makakuha ng magandang first ball dito ang Choco Mucho. They only need 2 points to close this match.
Smolde is back in. Looking for one good pass here. That's a better pass for Choco Mucho. Kianna Dy had to make a big adjustment. Calf again. Back to KKD. Good coverage by Malaluan. Ubaldo sets up the middle. Could not be reached. Majoy. Bedonia. Ponce. Still in play. And that is a point to end that sequence by Kate Viray.
Of course, Kate Viray, their leading scorer. But medyo madami pa yung kailangan nilang ganon. 6 points to tie things up. But PLDT only needs 2 points to close this match.
One-handed set.
Oh.
Works. Everything working.
Yes.
For PLDT as KKD sends us to match point.
That was a tough set from Kim Fajardo. Oh, there was a challenge.
We have ourselves a challenge here. But KKD has stepped up to be one of the leading scorers here. As for Choco Mucho, if there's one thing about the first 2 games that you like, it's how Kate Viray's confidence is building. And you feel that as the games progress. Reaching beyond, no.
Yeah, that's an unsuccessful challenge by the Flying Titans. Malayo si Kianna when she went for that third touch.
Looks like we have some clarifications going on here. So could be looking for a different angle as well. Yeah.
Or could be from Kim Fajardo because she went for the one-handed set and she was too near the net.
So we wait decision here based on that challenge. So also no reaching beyond by Kim Fajardo.
And that was a clean set.
So challenge is unsuccessful for Coach Dante and Choco Mucho, which means PLDT now, they are 1 point away from winning their first match in the PVL on tour. Viray. Fajardo goes up, and that is outside.
Outside.
Konting giggle galing kay Bedonia. 6 set points, or match points rather, for PLDT. Calf. Combination. There it is. Guess who ended it?
It was KKD. Happy birthday, Kianna. Combination play from the High Speed Hitters.
A great performance for the birthday girl in Kim Kianna Dy as she puts the exclamation point for the High Speed Hitters. Let's take a look at this again for our Pure Gold Always Panalo play of the set, brought to you by Pure Gold. Pure Gold Always Panalo. Panalong panalo. Si Kim Kianna Dy for her birthday salubong here in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. There it is. Some excitement really in this match, especially in the third set. As the High Speed Hitters take their first win, Choco Mucho will suffer from their second loss. We will take a short break and we will wrap things up here, the PVL on tour.